Hello, my name is Ariel Chan and this is the sixth laboratory activity, arrays. So as usual, we open up our lab view with a blank project. Next is to open up a new VI, Control T, to display a front panel and block diagram side by side. So to begin with, our arrays, here on our front panel, we right click, and here on our arrays, we drop down an array. So as you notice, our array is a blank array, which means it contains the value of void, meaning nothing. That is also represented here by our array in the block diagram. It's grayed out, or rather it does not have any distinguishable color. So let's put up some more arrays. So our arrays can contain multiple data as long as the data type of each of the data inside the array is the same. So for example, we put in a numeric control here, we put a toggle switch here, put a fill here, we put an LED here. So here with our array, we can make more of these data by just dragging it down. Or in this array 3 case, can also make more by dragging it to the right or to the left. So here, left and left. So here we have an array of Boolean indicators, Boolean toggle switches, a numerical and numerical control. So first let's make this into an indicator. Connect. So when we run, so of course we have 0 values everywhere, so our output will be 0. So let's change that. 2, 3, 6, 9. Then we can also change the sizes of RBIs over here. We just do it as usual, like just changing a normal object. But do note, if you change the size of one object, the other objects will also change the same size. So we on, off, on, 2, 3, 6, 9. And when we run, since we have our control and our indicator array here, same with here, 3 and 4, control and indicator, it reflects whatever value it has here. So for example, we change it to 0, change this to and we run, it will again of course be reflected. So some further functions, we can extract the array size, we can also extract a specific index of an array. We connect these So for an array, the index of an array will always start with 0, whether it's a column or a row. So let's say let's extract 6. So as said earlier, arrays will always start with an index of 0. So 0, 1, 2. So let's make this 2. So we have run. Of course, when we input the index of 2, as expected, we have the 6. And of course, the size of our array is 4, since we have 4 elements or items inside our array. Another thing we can do with our array is to rotate or reverse the order of our array. Oh my, I chose the incorrect UI. Here, reverse 1D array. So let's connect our array. So I have an array of 2, 2, 6, 3. And if we run it, our output is 3, 6, 2, 2. So that's about a few of the functions that we can do with our array. So next is we'll be making some few types of arrays. So first let's make some arrays. 2, 3, number 5. So our array number 1 will be our main array. Array number 2 is a sub-array. Array number 3 will be an initialized array number 4 is an ended array, and array number 5 is a concatenated array. So first let's fill this up with numeric control, then numeric indicator, and another indicator, and our last indicator. So of course we won't be an array, or rather a good array, if it only has one object inside. So let's make a few more of these. 2, 3, 4. our appended array, let's add some more. And string adjust. Okay. So of course, let's put first some content on our array. A subarray is, in a sense, a smaller array coming from the main array. We can find its function. So of course, the subarray, let's connect here. The main array. Adjust this first. First is the starting index. We control and how many, the length being how many elements would we like to copy. So let's run that first. We have 0, 0, so we have 0, of course. So let's have the index of 5 and the length of 0. And of course, 0 length means no elements. So since we have the length of 1, we copy 1 element from the main array. And an index of 2 means we start with the element whose index is 2, which is 5. So if we make more, or if we start with the lesser index, as you see, index of 1 leads to the element 3, and the length of 2 limits the subarray to 2 elements. That's the subarray. Next is our initialized array, which of course is an array that is initialized. So first we put there. Next is we control the dimension size of our array. Next is the element that we would like to place inside our array. Let's not a constant, rather a control. We can add more conditions, or rather dimensions. Dimension 1, dimension 2, but we'll be sticking with one-dimensional arrays. So 1 dimension is, let's say, 7. When we run that, it's only 1D, 7 elements. 4, we have an array of 4, size 4. So if we less that to 2, now we only have 2 objects on our array. So basically, an initialized array is an array that's made from scratch. So let's change the element. The effect will be the same, but the content will differ. Or if we change the size, it's basically just that, an array that is made from scratch. Next is our appended array. We can append arrays by using the build function. So let's say we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 columns with our array of 1 column. So let's see if we can append our main array to each other side by side. Let's reduce. Still nothing. I wonder what is the issue. But anyways, now that it doesn't have any errors, let's try to run. Now I see. So apparently our array has appended. So apparently our array was appended while its contents have been transposed. But anyways, that is an appended array. It's an array which has multiple arrays added to one another. So here we have, lastly, we have our concatenated array. We'd still be using the same build array, but our build array, when we right click it, we have our concatenate inputs option. So let's just use 2 inputs this time to be safe. So we have an array, and let's just use a constant. So when we run, so our concatenated array may seem like it's the same, but as you see, our array has been added continuously rather than an array added with an array added with an array. That's an appended array, but a concatenated array is more like an column plus column. Basically, our array has been treated as an additional elements. Basically, this whole thing is a single array, a 1D array, as opposed to an appended array where adding more arrays, it increases the dimensions. So that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.